Why are you here? Why are you watching this video instead of following your dreams? Let me guess. You think it is too difficult and that you may fail. Are you scared of failure? If you are, you can either stay in place or finish watching this video to understand that failure is the best thing that can happen to you. And being scared of it is just irrational. And if you want further help, check the links in the description. So first, let's talk about what failure is. So you probably think it's something bad. You can't be further from the truth. Failure, first and foremost, is your friend. Is a cue, is a lesson. Lesson you need to learn. It is a cue telling you what areas in your life you need to improve. Because think about it. When you do something, you can either win or you can fail. And if you win, that means that you had abilities, that you had skills needed to win. And you had some luck also. It's in the mix always. But when you didn't succeed, when you failed, what does it tell you? Does it tell you that you are worthless, that you are shitty and you should probably end your life? No, it doesn't tell you anything like that. It just tells you, failure tells you what you are lacking. The easiest example would be a knowledge test out of some school subject. If you are about to write it, and then if you passed it, if you won, that means that you had the knowledge needed to write this test, and you get 100%, you won, you can move to the next part of the material. And when you failed it, if you get not sufficient score, what does it tell you? It tells you that you need to learn more. If all the answers from the same subject were okay, but the others from the other subjects were wrong, it tells you what part of the material you need to focus on. This is what failure tells you. It tells you, hey, maybe you are not so good at this thing, maybe you should improve it. It is not criticizing you, it is not like flaming you, blaming you, it is just a friend telling you that you should improve in these areas if you want to achieve this thing. And you can grow. You can't improve without failure. Without failure telling you in which places you need to grow. And failure, as I said, is this kind of friend that tells you what areas of your life need improving. Of course, areas you want to improve on, and not like every area, because you can't be jack of all trades. And I think it is great in failure that it is like a compass telling you that maybe you're not on this level right now, but you can achieve it. You can achieve like probably anything that someone else achieved. And failure will be your friend at the journey to success. So if it's that good, if it's like the best way to achieve success, to knowing what you should improve on, then why are you scared of it? Probably because of teachers, because of your parents. Because when our brains are the most plastic, that means in our school time, your teachers, your parents scolded you because you failed. Because you failed at the test. You failed at the test and your teachers didn't tell you, well, you should improve in that thing, I can help you with that because I'm your teacher. No, they told you that you are worthless, that you won't pass to the other class. Yeah, and they told about this your parents, and your parents like scolded you too, and you felt bad, and this made the connection inside your brain that failure is bad. But you need to kind of break this connection, because you can't achieve anything without failure. You can't achieve anything without improving. And you can improve, you can grow if you don't see what went wrong, if you don't see your failures. Failure is just a step towards success. Many people, many successful people right now failed hundreds, even thousands of times. Like James Dyson, for example, the guy who created the bagless vacuum cleaner. Guess how many prototypes did he make before they accepted his product? Was it 100? No. Was it 500? No. Was it 1,000? 5,000 6,127 prototypes. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of dedication. That's a lot of discipline. And even this final prototype was not was not accepted in the UK, and he needed to have it accepted in Japan. And since then, his story of this bugless vacuum cleaner started. But he didn't give up. This is what separates successful from the unsuccessful, because everyone fails. The unsuccessful fail, the successful fail too. But the successful don't give up. They have the courage to admit that they failed and that they need to improve. They don't have such a high ego that the unsuccessful have. Because you probably have too much ego, and it kind of tells you that if you fail, you are just bad, you are unworthy, and you are only telling negative things about yourself. And the successful people understand that failure is just a cue. The cue telling you what should you improve on. So how to stop this fear? You need to expose yourself, because you train your courage only by using it. It is just like muscle. How do you build your muscles? How do you make them stronger? By breaking them, by using them. You use your chest muscles to bench press. And then after the session of bench pressing, your chest grows, your muscles grow, and the same is with courage. When you use your courage, even the smallest amount of courage, it grows. If you have, for example, this much of courage right now, you can use it and then it will grow. And if you use the courage that you grew, you can grow even more, and so on until you have this much courage inside you. So you need to expose, and by exposition, by trying new things, by failing in this example, first failing at some really non-important things, I don't know, a race with a friend. If you fail there, nothing really happens, nothing bad really happens. And then just failing in some other areas of your life to understand what you are lacking on. It takes more courage than failing at something non-important. So you start with the smallest possible thing you can do right now, and then you climb until you get to the desired point. And you probably think it will be awful, and it will be at the start, only at the start, because thanks to habituation, we know that if you do something scary, it ceases to become scary. Yes, because fear is only inside our heads. And when we do something, it is less scary every time we do it. So, yeah, it will become just uncomfortable and not scary. And then you will probably like it anyway, because you will see how much progress you get by failing. And to do it, to start from the smallest possible thing, you need to find it. I like to identify it as finding the bar. Because when you start your weightlifting journey, you start with the bar. You can't bench press a lot, you can squat a lot, you can't deadlift a lot. So you start with a bar, just a normal 20 kilogram bar. And then you just add some weight every week, but you start with the bar. So you need to identify the bar that is the smallest possible thing you can do today to train your courage. And then you just need to climb a ladder, climb the stairs, and become better and better with every failure or every win. Because doing something, you can't fail every time. Sometimes when you want to fail, you will win. But every of these experiences will build some courage inside of you. And if you are scared of doing all this process alone, you can do it with us in a Fearproof Academy, a community I created just for you, so you don't have to fight your fears alone. You can do it with us together. In the Fearproof Academy, you can talk to me, you can gain access to every a tool or a course that I will make in the future. It is fairly cheap right now, but with every other addition of a new course, new tool, the price will go up, so you can join now. And you can also check the other link in the description where you can get a Fearproof challenge generator. It will surely help you in building your courage. And if you're interested why fear controls men nowadays, check this video right here. Stay fearproof.